Hey everybody, welcome to the Wesley Students Podcast. My name is Skylar.
My name's Michaela.
My name's Max.
Hi, my name's Curtis.
My name's Allie.
My name's Emerson, hashtag Little Mac.
Make sure you get close to your mic. Welcome to the Wesley Students Podcast. We are glad that you guys are joining us tonight. This was our last work day in North Carolina, and so we get a different perspective tonight because you guys are on the tail end of the trip, and you get to kind of tell us about your whole experience a little bit as well. So I wanted to start off by asking you, what was the best part of today, best part of this week? I would love to hear about it.
For me, it was probably playing with all the puppies that we had.
Get in the mic. There you
For
go.
me, it was probably playing with all the puppies that we had at our work site. There was like all these little cute ones, and one of them was named Gravedigger. He was so fat.
Awesome. Was he also, was it just a cute little puppy named Gravedigger?
Yeah. Well, no, we named him that because he was fat.
Oh, okay. You named him. I was going to say, like, wow, what an interesting name. Anybody else?
My favorite part of the week was in my group kept on saying the word hoo-ah, just constantly throughout the day. It was so funny every time we said it.
Awesome. But you'd say, like, hoo every time?
Hoo-ah.
Hoo Awesome.
For me, it was when our lady we were helping was named Miss Janice, and whenever I went inside to like use the restroom and whatever, she asked me to pray with her because she wanted help like giving her problems to God. So it was really special to like help her with that.
That's so sweet.
Mine was being able to like see our projects like come together from like just putting the post in the ground to like it like all coming together in the end.
My favorite part was probably when Miss Mary asked Cortez sleepover.
Wow. Oh, so with that being said, what was the hardest part about today? I'm sure we're all tired on the tail end of the week. What challenges did you run into?
For me, probably it was walking up the creek with all the rocks and no shoes on because it hurt really bad.
Oh, good to know.
For me, the hardest part was probably trying to figure out how to get some of the hand mails in
Yeah.
on our porch.
Mm-hmm. That was challenging.
When we left, Miss Janice was like crying because she didn't want us to leave. She was kind of overwhelmed with emotion, so I felt kind of bad like leaving her because she lives all alone.
Yeah. But it was definitely, I
Yeah.
think, like a sweet part as well,
Mhm.
because you realize, like, wow, I did make a difference for her. So that was, yeah, I agree. That was very special.
Ours was like it was really just like all pretty challenging. But it's like I don't really know.
The probably worst part was when Miss Mary realized Cord couldn't spend the night her face. She started like crying.
Wow. I would love to know, how did you get to know someone either today or maybe just this week? You might have come here with some friends, and I have loved to see how on each of your work groups, because me and Miss Ellen helped put your work groups together, we kind of jumbled you up a little bit, put you in different grades, different schools, a little bit different friend groups while still making sure you had a buddy. And it's been awesome to see every time you guys get off your buses how you're all besties now. And that's always great to me. So I would love to know, maybe this isn't somebody, from our church. Maybe this is a host. Maybe this is someone you worked with. But I would love to know how you got to know someone.
For me, there's
Speaking of your, there you
for
go.
me, there's a kid at our website who's 15, and he helped us out a little bit with building our porch, and I became close with him.
Awesome.
One of the people I got to know good was one of the workers here named Ethan. He was always really funny
Oh, yeah.
and always up for games and very competitive.
For me, there was two Emmas on our work site, but Emma Cox, I didn't know her before I came here, and I got to know her on the buses and like on the work site, and she was always so uplifting and encouraging to everyone around her. So it was like really good to get to know her.
Mine was Priscilla because she had just like always done a lot of work and yeah.
My favorite was probably Big Mac, hashtag Caroline. She's just always really funny and uplifting.
Yes. Caroline is awesome. I think everybody got to know Caroline more this week, too. But especially you.
Big Mac,
You guys
yep.
are buddies. I would like to know how, or maybe when, tell us about an experience. When did you feel God's presence with you this week?
During worship, I felt like the Carolina Cross Connection did a really good job of making it personal,
Mm-hmm.
and like I really just felt connected to him.
Definitely.
For me, it's probably the same. I really like painted the pots and just earlier having the spiritual music.
Awesome. Can you say that one more time into your microphone? There you go.
For me, it was probably where we would have had some real simple painting pots and
Yes, I agree. They did a good job of preparing projects for us to where we just got to come in and enjoy the moment. And I think as someone who like works for the church, we don't always get to like experience that without having to be the one setting it up, and it was nice to be able to just experience that with you guys. So that was something I really appreciated.
For me, it was during worship where they put up the words up so we could all sing together. It felt like really nice for all of us to sing like a family.
Yes, I love that. Sometimes it's nice to kind of peel away everything that we normally do and just like have worship at its core, like just hearing everyone singing together. I love that.
For me, it was like being able to like fully understand like in depth like God's word and like what he means by that in like a deeper level.
Yeah.
For me, it was probably like in worship, just like getting to know each other and like all in a big group and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Well, since we're on the end of the week, you probably came here with maybe some goals or just hopes for how God was going to work through you this week. And I would love to know, maybe what those hopes were and, how you felt like God was working through you this week.
At the start of the week, I was really hoping that I would meet new people, and I feel like because of the groups that I was put in, I really met people and talked to people I would have never talked to like at youth otherwise, and like a lot of them are now really close with me, so I'm really grateful for that.
For me, it was probably like the same thing. I got closer to Ryan being a lot. I didn't know him for this trip, but that
Yeah.
Same. Oh, sorry. The same. I grew a lot closer to all the interns, especially Big Mac. Hashtag Caroline.
Definitely.
For me, it was going closer to friends I already knew, but I got to know better now.
Mhm.
We new friends.
Awesome.
For me, it was like everyone being able to work together like and make sure that we like got done what we needed to be done.
Definitely. Those are all really good answers, and they kind of remind me. I was talking to Liz when we were driving back from the work site today, and she said, "What was your most memorable trip when you were, what was your most memorable mission trip, whether you were a student or intern or adult?" And I told her, I said, I don't have one in particular that was the most memorable, but I remember specific things from each trip, and as I was thinking about them on the bus ride home, it always, even though I was serving others in all of those trips, a lot of the memories that I made were ways that it shaped me as a person and as a disciple. And so it just made me think about how on these trips, a lot of times we're almost always going to serve other people and to help them and to shine God's light into their lives. But oftentimes we leave feeling like we've been the one that's been filled with hope and with God's Spirit and with His presence. And so it was interesting hearing from all of you guys that I think you got to grow closer to other people and be in fellowship and be closer to God, and just kind of reminded me of a lot of experiences I've had as well and how we get just as much out of these trips as we put into them. And you guys have done an excellent job of working hard and putting in a lot and getting out a lot, I hope, as well. So, well, thank you guys so much for being on the podcast. Do you have any final things to say to the podcast / memories to commemorate to live here digitally that you want to share with everyone? Just a favorite memory?
My favorite memory is probably the bus ride. It's very funny, funny moments.
Yes.
Uh, I don't have this isn't a memory, but shout out to Caroline and Brighton and SK because they were the interns this summer and they did really good and they were always dancing to Mamma Mia, which was really entertaining. So, love y'all.
Yes.
For me, the best thing was cardiac guidance.
Definitely. Yes. Any others? No? That was it? Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for being on the podcast, and I'm sure your parents and family members and friends will love listening to this and hearing this or watching, whatever they're doing. And so thank you for sharing, and I hope you had an amazing trip. So everyone say goodbye.
Bye.